retirements of two senior frontbenchers. Deputy Premier Susan Close and Treasurer Stephen Mulligan have today stepped down from State Cabinet and won't contest the next election in March. Ms Close has served as Deputy Premier for 3.5 years and says she's given it her all.
The truth is we have time that we can give to a role, energy that we can give to a role that can run out. And I had to have a think about whether it was this election or the next election that I would choose to go to be able to do something else with still some energy to give.
Mr Mulligan has echoed those sentiments.
These jobs are extremely demanding and they require not only an enormous amount of dedication and sacrifice, but it's not necessarily just us that's required to make that sacrifice or to commit that dedication. It's our families and it's our loved ones.
The Premier will now reshuffle his front bench with more details to be announced tomorrow. Charges have now been laid over a fatal crash at Oakbank on Monday. A 55-year-old woman hit a pedestrian on Onkaparinga Valley Road. The 76-year-old man later died in hospital. She's now been arrested and charged with causing death by dangerous driving and lost her licence indefinitely. She'll appear in court in November. The Greens say the federal government's emissions reduction target is outrageously inadequate. The Climate Change Authority's recommended emissions are cut between 62 and 70% by the next decade. The government has accepted the proposal and earmarked billions of dollars to help achieve the target. Greens leader Larissa Waters claims the target is far from ambitious.
It's no surprise that many of the environment groups and many of the scientists have described this as a weak target, that it's a dangerous target and that it's a betrayal of the community. It is a betrayal of the community. Once again, coal and gas companies are getting their profits put ahead of community safety and the planet.
A $30 billion takeover bid of Santos has been dropped. Abu Dhabi's XRG consortium walked away from its cash offer just days before an extended due diligence deadline. It would have needed the approval of the Foreign Investment Review Board and the Federal Treasurer. The Privacy Commissioner has found a retail giant has breached Australians' privacy. Brady Evans reports.
Kmart used facial recognition technology in 28 of its stores in a bid to tackle refund fraud, capturing the images of tens of thousands of customers. Commissioner Carly Kind has deemed the retailer did not notify shoppers or seek consent to collect their biometric information. Digital Rights Watch founder Lizzie O'Shea says other companies should be taking note.
I'd be thinking very carefully about whether I could justify the use of this kind of technology.
Security expert Scott Taylor disagrees with the decision, saying the technology can help keep people safe in the retail environment.
There's a lot of benefits that are not getting discussed.
Kmart says it's disappointed and is reviewing options to appeal.
And in the US, ABC has pulled Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely. It comes after comments the talk show host made over the death of Charlie Kirk. The US president has reacted to the news, saying it's great for America and congratulating the ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. He's also added Kimmel has zero talent. Now turning to FIVEAA Sport and Crows veteran Brodie Smith says he's incredibly grateful to live out his childhood dream after calling time on his career. He played 273 games across 15 seasons, at one stage captaining the side in the absence of Rory Sloane. He says the time is right to move on and he's excited by the prospect of what might come next. Fellow veteran Taylor Walker's future remains up in the air. Geelong coach Chris Scott has spoken for the first time about star player Bailey Smith's outburst at a female photographer at training after he verbally abused her while she was doing her job.
Been a sort of build-up of things that have led Bailey to believe that he should be less trusting than I think he should be. You sort of see his side of the story a little bit. I don't think it's sort of the time to explain how it got to that point with him. But be clear, we protect our people and we protect who we think we want to be. That doesn't extend to any sort of defence for not handling yourself in that moment of frustration as you would like to.
The Cats are preparing to take on the Hawks in a prelim final tomorrow night. And back-to-back losses for Ange Postecoglou in his new gig as Nottingham Forest manager. They've thrown away a 2-goal lead to bow out of the English League Cup, going down 3-2 to Swansea.
When you've got the opposition where we had them, you just got to finish the game off, and we had plenty of opportunities to do that. Obviously, a couple of decisions didn't go our way as well, and I just felt that the players just thought it would naturally finish that way. And, we've paid a heavy price for that and, we need to improve.
Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon, roads not looking too bad today. Wrecks and breakdowns free, so good run home on Thursday, which is nice. Still have Virgin Electrical works at Seaton, Trimmer Parade just after Tapley's Hill Road. Slow for works at Bedford Park, Sturt Road near Bradley Grove, and getting busy at Renown Park, South Road near Tate Street. Cameras this afternoon, Bagster Road, Salisbury North, and Saints Road at Salisbury Plain. The Chemist Warehouse Footy Finals half-price vitamins and cosmetics sale is on now. Stock up and save today. Shop in-store or online now at Chemist Warehouse. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Sunny and 24 today. Showers increasing tomorrow, 19. Showers again for Saturday, 15 and 17 for Sunday. At the moment, 25. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
In your suburb.
Good evening from Port Noarlunga.
Across your state.
A sombre scene here in Bordertown tonight.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
We begin with breaking news tonight.
South Australian parents urged to be extra vigilant.
Because your home is our home. Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
Don't miss the Cheapest Chips Chippy Rewards Super Sale. On now.
Cheapest Chips.
Members get $25 off when spending $75 on anything, excluding Black Dot clearance. Sign up and start saving. Offer ends this Sunday. Live cheaper at the Chippy Rewards Super Sale at Cheapest Chips.
I'll see you at the W, yeah.
The 2025 NAB AFLW season is on, and this is your front row seat to the action. Head to your local W Oval, get close to the game like never before, and even meet the winning team after the siren. Looking for an affordable day out? AFLW has got you sorted. Tickets are just $15 and under 18s go free. So what are you waiting for? Visit women's.afl and get your tickets today. See you at the W.
Well, you can dive into the fun with seafood and sounds at the Adelaide Central Market tomorrow and Saturday. The Much Love event, bringing the vibes, the good times and the best of South Australian seafood. The program includes a lineup of local live music. There's roving reporters and performers. There's cooking demos from iconic South Australian chefs. And the ever-popular Chili Crab Shack is back. Loads of street eats and seafood specials from traders. For the little one, Saturday morning, brings you the free sea-themed fun. It's an art workshop and an ocean-inspired face painting. So you can bring your friends, bring your family to the market for seafood and sounds tomorrow and Saturday. Tomorrow we're there doing the show live between 1 and 4, so come along and say hello. There'll be lots of tastings. I'll be sharing, because sharing is caring. AdelaideCentralMarket.com.au for the full program and all the bookings.
Are you thirsty for some fresh and juicy cashback? Ooh, dazzling little discounts? Topped off with some deals that are, to put it frankly, absolutely stunning. Mwah. Well, you'll find it all with Westpac Rewards. Your all-access pass to almost anything and everything rewardy. Just open the Westpac app and search Westpac Rewards. It's simply bursting with the good stuff. T's and C's, eligibility and credit criteria apply.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA. 5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
Well, here we go. Last hour of the show, 9 minutes after 3. Thank you for tuning in and watching us on our Complete Care live stream. You can see us on YouTube and on Facebook. Good to see you. 8223 0000 is our number, and you might want to join in on this next conversation. I'm delighted to be able to welcome Will Logan from Cuba. He's one of the senior consultants, because a more than 6-decade-old advertisement has taken the top spot in a national survey that looks to identify Australia's most iconic childhood advertisement. The survey through Cuba has settled on 12 different adverts from different eras. To tell us more, Will Logan from Cuba. Lovely to have you on, Will. Thanks so much for joining us.
G'day, Leith. Pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
What a fun poll to do.
Yeah, it certainly was. Kind of born out of office conversations about, talking about our favourite childhood ads. Plenty of generations within our office, so lots of different opinions. Just looking to see, what made those ads stick in our minds for so long, and what we can learn about bringing that forward into the advertising effectiveness consultancy that we kind of do. So yeah, it was an exciting project, and yeah, it was fun to see the results, and yeah, it was good.
So you polled more than 1,000 Australians, 18 years and over. You tried to discover the ads which were most vividly remembered from people's childhoods. Can you tell us, please, Will, the number one? What was the most recognisable, beloved Australian childhood advertisement?
Yeah, so I don't think it comes as much of a surprise, but that would be Vegemite's Happy Little Vegemites, that I think everyone from the age of 12 still to 99 knows that jingle. So there's a reason for that, and that's what took the top spot.
1954.
Crazy, isn't it?
Do you know what? I think it's one of those ones, Will, where it's a bit like John Farnham's You're the Voice. You're not Australian if you don't know all the lyrics to Happy Little Vegemite some 70 years on.
That's right, yeah, and it just keeps coming back. It is like The Voice. It just keeps getting stuck in your head, and you'll be singing it in the shower.
So that was the number one, and isn't it interesting? So it's 70 years old, that commercial, and yet it transcends generations, doesn't it? As you say, people and there would be 5AA listeners who would remember seeing it on television the very first time. They would remember that. The interesting, the list is interesting. There are a couple here, I guess, because you're going Australia-wide. There are some on the list that we here in South Australia may not know, for example, like the RACQ came in at number 10. So that's a Queensland commercial, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. And then funnily enough, I grew up in Brisbane in my childhood, so I remember that one vividly. And yeah, classic Australian humour, talks to the everyday man, just a collection of characters, a sense of humour that people can relate to, and one of those one-liners that you can, translate into everyday situations.
Yes.
I know whenever I hit something, it's, charter boat, what charter boat? So, yeah.
Well, speaking of things that stick in your memory, so number 2 on your list for the most childhood remembered commercial was one for the Reading Writing Hotline. And if I was to say that to people, I think most people would think, which commercial is that? It doesn't, like the Vegemite one, it doesn't automatically come to mind. However, the phone number does.
1300655506.
If you can get people to remember your phone number like that, what a godsend for advertisers, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. And the fact that it's used in a way of its target audience of people who are illiterate, and who can't really read or write, to be able to have that kind of earworm in their head so that they will know that number and be able to punch it in whenever they need it. That's effective advertising right there.
Because let's be honest, 1300-655-506 isn't the easiest number for most people to remember. So they would have gone to the jingle people and said, hey, whip something up for us and get us something good here.
Yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue, as you say there, does it? So, yeah, they've done a great job.
Number 3 on the list of most remembered childhood advertisements, something that's now kind of snuck into the vernacular, to be honest, from the Yellow Pages, and still to this day is quoted by a lot of people.
Not happy.
Yep, that would be Yellow Pages, Not Happy Jan.
So great. I mean, again, whoever wrote that line and the actress and the whole setting, that's just, I mean, that's TV gold, is it not?
Absolutely. Yep. So quintessentially dry Australian humour, a bit like that RACQ ad that I was talking about before.
Yep.
Just something that, it's that relatable setting. Everyone knows getting, charged by the boss, all that kind of situation. So the fact that it was delivered in a dry and quintessentially Australian humour just goes to show how much it can be remembered by the people that watched it.
So with you at Kubery, you're a advertising consultancy. You would see from this list that when you want to come up with commercials that are catchy and will stay in people's minds, there's a number of factors, isn't there? If you can come up with something witty, like a punchline, a character, a catchy jingle, they're sort of gold for you, aren't they? Or even music, if there's sort of a musical element to it, like a song, that'll also stick with people as an earworm.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what we always talk about in our consultancy, is talking about, one, being emotionally appealing in advertising, but 2, having those distinctive brand assets that people will remember the brand behind the ads, not just the narratives that are being shown to them. And that's where really music and characters really come to the fore. So people can connect to the characters, but then they can also kind of personify the brand in a way. So that has that double-edged sword that proves so effective, and that's what we've seen in the top 12 here as well.
So Vegemite number 1, Reading Writing Hotline, the 1300 65506 number 2. Yellow Pages came in at number 3. Aeroplane Jelly, which everyone remembers, kind of in that realm, isn't it? The Vegemite song that most people sang.
Yep, another jingle.
Cotty's My Dad Picks the Fruit. This, can I tell you, Will, this is one of my all-time favourites. Millicent North Primary School, we were singing this tune a lot.
My dad picks the fruit that goes through Cotty's to make the cordial that I like best. My dad picks the fruit that goes through Cotty's to make the cordial that I like best. My dad picks the fruit that goes through Cotty's to make the cordial that I like best.
Kids deserve Cotty's cordials. Cotty's, with a great taste of 25% fruit juice.
Again, if you want kids to learn something, and kids would be a great indicator for their parents to buy things, Will, I'm guessing that's another smart way to do it. Maybe you don't get necessarily to the one who has the purse strings and the wallets and the purse. Get to the kids. Hey, let's get that cordial. We want that cordial they're singing about on the television.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just kids. I've still got a bottle of Cotty's in my cupboard there. So, it must have done something to me.
Any kid who grew up in the 80s, how old are you, Will?
I am just after 30, let's call it.
All right. So, you might not have been around. We used to change the lyrics to that in the 80s, which I don't need to repeat because it's a family show, but My Dad Picks His Nose was the start of that song that we would all sing as juveniles. Mortine's Louis the Fly gets in at number 6. Aussie Kids are Wheat Bix Kids. Again, classic jingle. Colgate's Tough Teeth, Mrs. Marsh. See, that's a little before my time too, and your time, but I do remember those commercials. She used to stick a bit of chalk in a almost like a vat of ink, and then she would snap it.
Yeah, that's right.
And the kids
in the dye to exemplify the plaque or the fluoride, I think. Yep.
Tough Teeth, Mrs. Marsh. Polls we mentioned, which we don't know too much here in Adelaide. RACQ Charter Boat at number 10. Oh, Frank Walker gets a run.
Hello.
We love
Frank Walker from National Times.
All right, Frank, enough. We still play Frank Walker commercials here every day, Will, in Adelaide. And to be fair, it wasn't really an Adelaide South Australian business. When we first started playing National Tiles commercials here in Adelaide, we used to get so many complaints. People were like, who's this bloke that's constantly on the radio just saying hello to everyone? It took it by storm, but I guess in the eastern states, Frank's been around for a long time.
Yep, Frank's been around for a long time, and a lot of people greet each other with that hello. But it's interesting to say that, advertising doesn't have to be positively received to be effective. It can have that annoyance and that irritation just to really grate into your head.
Yes.
And then if you need some tiles, you'll know which one to go to.
But I'm guessing that he sold a lot of tiles. I reckon it's worked for him immensely. And number 12 on your list from the poll was Lubemobile, called 133032, which again ticks every box, easy to remember phone number, catchy jingle, a little bit sort of kitschy, which I guess works for them. So,
absolutely.
It's a great list. Now, can I give you some homework? I know this is a national poll, but can we check back in with you? Because I would love to know, and after this break, we're going to take some calls on this. I would be interested to know if the South Australian list is different to the national list when it comes to childhood commercials.
Yep, we can absolutely segment that out. We took all of the demographic responses. So, we'll be able to dive into those details and get back to you on that for sure.
So, you got the boomers, the Gen X, the Gen Zs, the millennials. You polled them all.
Polled them all and, Australia-wide as well. So, broad sample. I'm sure we'll be able to get some South Australian locals in there as well.
Excellent. We look forward to it. Will, thanks so much for taking our call. Appreciate it. We'll have some fun with this. All the best to you and the team there at Kubery. Thanks for taking and being part of the show.
No worries. Thanks, Leith. Thanks for having me.
So there's Will Logan. He is from Kubery, senior consultant there. They're an advertising consultancy. They did a poll. More than 1,000 people were asked about their childhood commercials. All right, 8223 0000. You've heard the top 12 nationally. Give me a couple of South Australian ones. Commercials that you remember as a kid. Might have a catchphrase, might be a jingle. Feel free to sing it on air. Might be a character, might be a song. For some reason, It's always stayed in your mind. South Australian commercials next. 8223 0000. We've got prizes to give away. Back after this, 20 after 3.
He's one of the most decorated AFL players in recent history.
Bartel.
Catch Cats Premiership legend Jimmy Bartel talking footy each week with Rowie and Timmy G. Thanks to Statesman Windows, Adelaide's most trusted boutique window company. SA family owned and operated since 1980.
No difference in your entertaining area. Big difference. No difference. Big difference. Big difference home improvements. From outdoor blinds to decks, pergolas and verandas. Don't just make a difference, make a big difference. BigDifference.com.au. Woohoo!
3, 4... Oh, I'm practicing mindfulness by counting my 10 original tenders. That's 10 little wins for 10 little dollars. In a piece has never been this affordable. KFC, FLG, not everywhere, not forever, pick up only.
Healthy soil is the key to a thriving garden. Good soil needs a mix of organic matter, nutrients and biology, all of which you will find in Chock-a-Block, a new super compost from Nutrog. Chock-a-Block is a unique blend of nutrition, microbes and humates with absolutely no green waste, meaning it's consistent all year round. Chock-a-Block, easy to remember as it's literally chock-a-block full of goodness. Look out for the green and gold bale in your local hardware or garden centre.
When you're finally free to explore, don't buy someone else's idea of a road trip. At Lonsdale Marine and RV, every van we sell is customised to how you want to travel. Off-grid power, bigger fridge, smart storage, stronger suspension. Whatever your journey needs, we'll build it in. At Lonsdale Marine and RV, we're passionate campers too, so we know what works. Hit the road your way at Lonsdale Marine and RV, 30 Donegal Road, Lonsdale.
Discover the joy of family connection in the 7-seat hybrid Mazda CX-80. Now yours from a great drive-away price of $59,990 for the CX-80 G40E Pure. Enjoy 3 spacious rows, hybrid efficiency, and the reassurance of driving ANCAP's safest large SUV of 2024. Visit your local dealer to test drive the Mazda CX-80 today. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. See mazda.com.au for details.
So at Holistic Care SA, care is just the beginning. They focus on building capacity, helping people with disability develop the skills, support and confidence that they need for independent living, because they believe that everyone deserves the chance to become who they're meant to be. Whether it's creating a resume, catching a bus, learning to cook for themselves at home, Holistic Care SA tailors their services to make those milestones happen, and they will achieve it step by achievable step. We have just heard about their supported housing options. They offer part-time or full-time carer supervision. Great attention goes into the placements with support workers, helping people to thrive in a safe place at home. If you're interested in learning more, get in touch with any of the great team. Speak to Tracy, who you heard from this afternoon, at Holistic Care SA. You can find out more at holisticcaresa.com.au.
5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
Listening to us on the 5AA app, 5AA.com.au, on your radio, and you can now see us too. Thanks to Complete Care, our live stream is up and running. We're talking about South Australian commercials. So this is on the back of the chat that we just had with Will from the consultancy firm Cubery. If I was to ask you, what is the one childhood commercial that always sticks in your head, becomes somewhat of an earworm? We've talked about this on the show before, that your brain is somewhat like a filing cabinet and the old files stay back there. The newer files can tend to fall out a little quicker. What are the commercials for you that are South Australian, that really stick in, maybe the rest of the country don't know? Val is in North Adelaide. Got a commercial for us, Val?
Well, my grandson wanted roof seal. He thinks it's wonderful. I think it's horrendous.
Roof seal. Let's just
1-336 7070.
Roof. Yeah, that's catchy, isn't it? That is a great. So Roof Seal, South Australian company.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm guessing that the rest of the country don't know the little gem that we have. Great suggestion, Val. Thank you for that. Melina from Thebe. Hello, Melina.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. What's your ad for us?
You might be a bit too young, but do you remember Downtown?
Oh, my Lord, of course I do. I think we all remember, don't we, Melina, in Hindley Street?
Well, do you remember when you once go, I'll meet you at Downtown, but it was the jingle that got you there because even if the commercial had the goat carts and
Yes.
Yep, so that's what it was all about, Downtown.
Wasn't it from memory? So I was very young, but we came up from the country because we loved downtown, the roller skating and, you're right, the dodgems and all the amusements. I should ask Frank Sebastian, who used to run and own downtown. I think it was the Petula Clark song, was it not?
I think it was. I think it was sort of Downtown.
Oh, what a duet, you and I, Melina. Beautifully done. Thank you. A great memory. Graham from Williamstown, your South Australian childhood commercial. Graham?
Yeah, well, this one sticks in my mind. I used to work in the food industry. I worked for Rosella.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom the Cheap, when he used to say, "Where do you get it?"
So Tom was the person that would say, that's before my time. Tom was the actual grocer or a character?
No, a fella named Tom Wardle owned the supermarket chain.
Oh, right.
And whenever he had specials, which was every week,
yes,
he would advertise his specials on the radio, and he would preempt it with someone saying, "Where do you get it?"
Where do you get it? Tom the Cheap. So was Tom the Cheap sort of pre-Bilo-ish era?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
70s?
situated in South Australia and Western Australia.
So great. Graham, lovely memory. Thank you for that. I'm sure a lot of people listening at home, driving in their cars, remember Tom the Cheap. Thank you for that. Brian from Old Noarlunga, your childhood commercial, Brian.
It used to annoy me, but the cheapest chips commercial.
Cheapest chips, chip. That one?
Yeah, the poor old fella died in a car crash as well.
Oh, no. Hang on. Brian, hold that thought. I don't think he passed away. No, you're thinking of Cunningham's Warehouse.
Cunningham?
Oh, I reckon the guy used to do, and I should know his name. That's terrible. I'll find it. The guy from Cunningham's Warehouse who used to do $2. He had a very bad car accident, but I don't think he passed.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Yeah, that was, see, a lot of people like that, though. They thought that was sort of humorous. That was...
Yeah, where do you get it, wasn't it?
No, that was it. I think there might be a confusion there with Tom the Cheap too. Brian, I'm going to do some research on that. What was his name? Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry to the family and friends involved. You remember Cunningham's Warehouse? Remember the jingle? I've been up to Cunningham's Warehouse, yes, sirree. But he used to go $2, and he would always throw things at the camera from memory. Johnny from Port Augusta.
Hello, Leith.
G'day, John. What's your childhood memory commercial-wise?
Yeah, commercial. Well, arguably one of the very first childhood memories, mid-70s.
Yes.
Mr. Sheen ad.
Oh, do they still sell Mr. Sheen in the supermarket?
I don't know. I do not know that, Lethal, to be honest. But, yeah, that was... I used to, because I grew up obviously in Port Augusta. And
yes.
I was actually born in Woomera.
Yep.
I was actually born in Woomera. We didn't have ads. I used to like watching ads on TV.
Oh, of course, we love ads.
Like holidays and all the rest of it.
I remember my mum. I remember.
But I used to love it.
Thank you, John. I remember my mother when we were kids. She would Mr. Sheen everything. It was a little spritz. You polish it up, and it just sparkled like new. Great suggestion, Johnny. Good to hear from you. Danny from Craigmore before the headlines. Danny, who's your commercial?
Big Kev. I'm excited.
Oh, Big Kev was always excited. Now, Big Kev is definitely past. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I know.
He's gone.
Yes, unfortunately.
Big Kev was excited a lot, wasn't he? Yeah, that's
He was.
That is a great memory. Thank you for that. Trev from Unley before we get to headlines. G'day, Trevor.
G'day, how you going? West End beer.
Oh, West End. The best end of the day is the West End of the day. Not that one?
West End beer. Tops any time of the year. Wholesome and good for you. Does what it should for you. West End beer.
Oh, brings a tear to the eye, Trevor. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think they would have had a few over the journey, West End, because I remember the great John Swan was on a West End commercial at one stage too. Lovely suggestion, Trevor. Thank you for that. We're going to get to headlines. Zoe Rice is going to join us from SA Life magazine. We might have to get Zoe to sing a couple of these for us too. Mr. Sheen, just as a reminder.
To everything you clean, wax and polish as you dust with Mr. Sheen. Wax and polish as you dust with Mr. Sheen.
Yeah, we love Mr. Sheen. Oh, Downtown. Very 80 with the firing lasers. We'll get to Kendall. She's got headlines for us. We'll speak about SA Life and more of your calls next.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, I'm Kendall Brettig. SA Police are about to give an update on the Susan Goodwin case after human remains were found in a Port Lincoln backyard yesterday. Premier Peter Malinauskas says his persuasive powers failed when senior frontbenchers Susan Close and Stephen Mulligan told him they were retiring at the next election. King Charles and Queen Camilla have hosted Donald Trump and Melania at Windsor Castle in a lavish state banquet. And Collingwood coach Craig McRae has ruled out Bobby Hill of Saturday night's prelim final as he deals with personal issues. Sunny and 24, at the moment 25. More news at 4 o'clock on 5AA, Always Adelaide.
The Paradise Mazda Footy Finals frenzy is on now. Score big with accessory packs valued up to $1,000 on the Mazda new car range. And that's on top of the already unbeatable drive-away offers. Don't sit in the stands. Get in the game and back the winning team at Paradise Mazda today. The Paradise Mazda Footy Finals frenzy, where value meets performance. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. Offers end the 30th of September. See paradisemazda.com.au for details. MVD 1370.
Franco Zeffirelli's spectacular production of Verdi's Aida comes exclusively to Adelaide February 5 and 6, starring Jonas Kaufman, Angel Blue, and a cast of hundreds. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime event. Book now at Ticketek.
When deciding on a gas fireplace for your home heating, you may think they all look the same. Well, at the gas shop, we're more than happy to
turn the lights down low. So you can see how different each one is. That's a beautiful thing. Heating, cooking, comfort. Turn on to the gas shop. 161 Unley Road, opposite Target.
Fast food shouldn't slow you down. That's why at Sombrero, our burritos, bowls and nachos are cooked slow and served fast, with only the freshest, most delicious ingredients. Which means it doesn't just taste good, it leaves you feeling good. So go on, swap the same old fast food for fresh new. Sombrero Feel Good Max.
Get saving now with City Discount Tyres. We're offering great deals on the world's top brands in tyres, wheels, suspension and parts. Suitable for four-wheel drives, SUVs and passenger cars, including Falcon, Michelin, Pirelli, Kumho, Hankook and many more. Finance options available. Search citydiscounttires.com.au and locate your nearest dealer today. City Discount Tyres. We're driven by value.
A new elevated shopping experience awaits at Burnside Village. With a two-storey Mecca flagship store, Coco Republic, JB Hi-Fi, Uniqlo, Style Runner, Cavari, July and much more. Burnside Village. Fashion, dining, lifestyle. BurnsideVillage.com.au.
On the Cow IQ test, Fluoro milk cows come in at around 100. Pretty much the national average. But when it comes to the milk our SA cows produce, it's unmatched. You don't need to be a cow Einstein to produce some of the best milk in the country. You do need the perfect grazing conditions, and the milk needs to be bottled on site and on shop shelves within hours. It doesn't get any fresher, any better, or any more SA than Fluoro Milk Company.
Always local. 5AA. Always Adelaide. 5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
25 minutes to 4, Thursday afternoon, Complete Care live stream. Worth checking out on Facebook and YouTube because our next guest is the new editor of SA Life magazine, and we've got some photos to show while we're having a discussion. I would urge all of you to go in and pick up SA Life. It's the luxury issue. Stands out. It looks beautiful. Zoe Rice, lovely to see you. Welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on the new gig.
Oh, thank you. It's very exciting.
You're like one of those overnight success stories where you're the editor now, but you've been there a long time.
I have been there for 12 years.
12
so it's been a little while. Yeah.
How many years has the magazine been around?
More than 20. We celebrated a big birthday not so long ago.
Yep.
So, yes, we've been around.
Gosh,
Still going.
What a credit to the... Oh, I said to you off air, this is the most stolen magazine in the state for the last 2 decades.
We don't encourage that.
No.
But we'll take it.
Stolen as in not from stores, I'd hope, but certainly from dentists and doctor surgeries and hairdressers and
It's
all of
always
that.
nice to go in one of those places and read something you wrote 10 years ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Stands up?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember that. What I love about your magazine, first and foremost, is it is quintessentially and that sounds obvious because it's SA Life, but it is quintessentially South Australian. I used to refer to it as the beautiful homes at the front, the beautiful people at the back. I love the fact that you can pick up any edition of SA Life in the last 20 years. You go to the back to the sort of social pages, wedding photos, etc. You always know someone.
Absolutely. And now, while you talk about those social photos, actually, we were just saying this isn't the first time I've met you.
Okay.
We actually met. So, as I say, I started about 12 years ago.
Yes.
My first job was running around Adelaide taking social photos.
Oh.
So, I have taken your photo many times.
Oh,
My
I'm
face was
sorry.
obscured by a camera, so it's fine. You wouldn't recognise me.
Oh, look at this face. I'm sorry
You
about
were
that.
at many Little Heroes events, as I recall.
Yeah, so I've been very lucky to, previous editors who I was friends with, I'd say, please just like one a year. That's you do it for the charity, get them in there.
Yes.
But I don't need to see
We'll
myself.
keep it going now that we've had this conversation.
It's kind of a thrill, don't you think, to see your photos in there?
Yeah, well, now I get mine right up the front.
I know. That's the perks of being in the top job. I imagine there's probably is there a fight to get your wedding photos in there too?
Oh, there's a long list.
Yeah.
There is a long list. It's always one of the most fun parts of the month as well, going through all of those beautiful wedding photos.
Yes. I love that too. I like sort of looking, I'm slightly voyeuristic in that. You like to see what do people do for their weddings and what did their cake look like and all of that kind
And
of
where
stuff.
do they live? That's what's so beautiful about the house stories.
Oh.
You just get to look through all of those photos.
Well, it's a great indication because there's a lot, whilst you might know everyone in the magazine, there's a lot of things in South Australia that you don't know that you get to discover through SA Life, I've noticed.
Absolutely. And we're still doing it. I just think, one day these beautiful homes are going to run out. We're not going to have anything to write about, but they just keep coming and coming.
Now, this is your very special luxury issue. You do this every year, don't you?
We do, every September.
And this showcases the very best of Adelaide and SA.
Absolutely. So there's some things in here, you can look through all the lovely things that you can go to around South Australia, the beautiful restaurants.
There on our live stream, our Complete Care live stream is the front cover. Now, we should say gold embossed too.
Oh, that's always the fun part, isn't it?
Stephen Rowe, who works here as a former printer, and he would get very excited at the gold emboss and the matte finish and the...
We agonise over those, which tone of gold is going to be perfect.
And it stands out. I know. I saw it this morning at my local Drake's, and that's why I reached out and said, right, got to get Zoe on the show because it does. It's the very best of Adelaide and SA. So what else are we seeing in here apart from a very beautiful front cover?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we have a beautiful home.
Yes.
Which is in Unley. So that is Orlando and Mario Paglia.
Yes.
And they've just got...
looking at it here.
That was built by Craig Lenke, and it is the most spectacular home. I'm loving stone at the moment.
I get very jealous when I see these houses in Adelaide. So you sort of know where the beautiful houses of SA are.
Absolutely.
But then all of a sudden you'll see one and you go, oh, really?
Where is that? So this one, actually, the one that was on screen, that one is on High Marsh Island, actually.
Oh.
Yes, so we've got a couple in here.
Yes.
So that is the home of Sarah Rawsham. She's an Adelaide arts producer.
Yes.
And that's her holiday home. And so our writer, Genevieve Megan, and photographer...
We love Jen.
We do love Jen. Hi, Jen. She said she's listening.
She's a good egg. She's a great
egg.
She's been at the magazine for a long time too.
Yes, she has.
Yeah, you realise, so we're looking at it here, 2-story, got the little sort of townhouse, not townhouse, what do you call it, beach house on the side for the visitors' quarters, speedboat in the water.
Exactly. So Jen went over with our photographer, Ben Kelly.
Yes.
They actually were flown over by Sarah, the owner, just little jaunt across to Hindmarsh Island.
Wow. This is the luxury
Yeah,
issue.
so that is
How
what
do you
I'm
find
saying.
these people, Zoe? Do people want to sort of show you their luxurious items, or do you have to poke and prod and pull some
People
favours?
always tell us about their friends. Some
Yep.
people come forward. Yeah, it's always fun sort of finding out every event we go to. Oh, what's your house like?
But it's great inspiration for other people because they would look, it's a bit like The Block. You know, you watch now, you get ideas for your own thing. Now, you may not have the money that some of these people have in their abodes, but you could say, you know what, oh, I'd like that for my bathroom, or I'd like that for my kitchen, whatever the case might be. So it's a great tool from that point of
we
view.
get the worst house envy going to these.
House envy, yeah.
Yes.
And there are so many beautiful homes in SA. That's what you realise. So we've got the very best of real estate in there, the luxury real estate in there. What else have we got in this particular?
We've got a lovely tribute to Ruth Irving. So Alru Farm is a beautiful garden and a wedding destination
Yes.
that has been around for many years. And so Ruth sadly passed away. And just before she passed, our writer Ben Kelly interviewed her.
Yep.
And that her garden is just one of the most stunning places in Adelaide,
Yeah.
and many people would have memories of getting married there or attending weddings there.
I'm a little embarrassed I don't know Aru Farm, but I can say this, that having worked with Michael Keelan on the gardening show, he talks of it in such high regard. It's
Yes.
one of those absolute must visits if you're a green thumb.
It's gorgeous.
And
Yeah,
let's just say
get
many,
along.
many people would have had plenty of events there and weddings there over the time. So, yeah beautiful.
We've also got our beautiful fashion pages. And
Mhm.
so now
Right,
you
let's have a look.
mentioned Liz Walsh before,
Walshy?
our beautiful former editor.
Mhm.
She was all for colour. I'm sure she would have traipsed in here every month with her
Look bright and bubbly.
pinks and her greens. I'm the opposite. I'm all about the black and monochrome. So that's the theme we've gone with for our fashion pages. And so our lovely fashion editor, Emma Remusma, she's come up with some beautiful black looks for me.
So as you can tell too, I'm probably not the most fashion. Oh, look at that photo on the live stream.
Right?
Look
Isn't
at
it
that
beautiful?
dress. I'm not sure where you would wear that. That would be hard to get in
Everywhere.
the car, Zoe.
It would. Look, you'd need to...
You'd have to catch the bus.
Absolutely.
Just so that it didn't crumple in the back seat. How beautiful is that though? So is that a Adelaide designer?
Yeah,
Do
so
we know?
the skirt is, so
Yep.
that's Couture Love Madness by Christina Tridente.
Oh, I know Christina. Yes. Yep. That's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. It's
You just
gorgeous.
need like a Met Gala type ball to go to.
Absolutely.
But
Yes.
think of the work and the time and the effort that goes into those
Every
kind of
single
pieces of fashion.
little piece of that would have
Yeah.
been hand stitched on there. It's incredible.
Your magazine is good for that because you get to meet people in Adelaide who do amazing work, like a Paul Vasileff, for example.
Absolutely,
You know, these
yes.
kind of designers that most of us probably don't rub shoulders with that often, but you get to see their work, see what they do, and then they're not just sort of stars locally, are they? They make it internationally and become...
It's amazing what he's
talked
done
about.
overseas, isn't it? And Christina's doing the same, actually. I think she's off in Paris at the moment shooting her latest collection.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got some amazing internationally renowned designers.
I always notice with the beautiful people on their social media, they'll always sort of mention who the designer is, for example.
Yes.
And Christina gets mentioned a lot.
She does. She's
she
very
dresses a lot of
wearable,
people.
her
So kind of the Brownlow medal type stuff.
Exactly,
She'll be
something
mentioned
very
for that.
special.
That's part of the luxury. So you got fashion, you got food in there too, because you've
We've
always
got some
got good.
beautiful food. So
Oh.
Kane Pollard has given us some beautiful recipes.
Yep.
Oh, there is a gorgeous cake in there. I think I've given you a photo of that one.
Oh,
this beautiful Ligurian honey cake.
Look
at the layers.
that. By the way, beautifully shot too. I mean, the photos, that's always been a quality of SA Life magazine. You've got great
so that's our
photographers.
beautiful photographer, Brenton Homan, and his lovely wife, Natalie, is the stylist.
Look at that cake. Again, people, apologies to those who can't see the live stream, but how do we best describe it? It is a wood-smoked almond borage Ligurian honey cake. The layers on that cake.
I think I just counted 12, but there could be
12
more.
layers. I'd be like an episode. Have you ever seen that show Nailed It? You know, where you almost get close to what they're trying to do, and then it's got that would be an extremely difficult cake to make.
I'd love to see your version.
Oh, it'd be a disaster. But look how beautiful that looks too.
Maybe we can try that next time.
And again, this is something for people to aim towards. You know, there are places in Adelaide that would serve that kind of food, but if people want to have a crack themselves, so this would be a fun. I mean, I'm sure every edition of the magazine is fun to do, but when you get to go to the luxury,
Yes,
as
this
you
is
say.
one of the favourites. I try not to pick favourites, but this is one of them.
So this is out now, available where?
It is supermarkets, so Coles, Woolworths,
Yep.
Drake's, and you can pick them up at the newsagent.
You've got a great feature in there about the GAN, what we know about 5AA listeners too. People love train travel.
Yes, absolutely. So we do this again, don't want to pick favourites, but one of my absolute favourite stories every month is our In the Kitchen feature.
Mm-hmm.
And so somebody will host a beautiful dinner or lunch party for us.
Yes.
And the GAN did it for us this time.
Really?
And isn't that just spectacular to see what it looks like inside those carriages?
That does not look like a train, does it? No.
It
That
looks
looks like
fine
a
dining
five-star
all the way.
fine dining restaurant.
Yeah.
Amazing. I must admit, I haven't done the GAN.
Neither have I.
Well, let's go.
Yeah.
So let's
Fantastic.
get all our beautiful friends together and
Do it. Set a table like that.
This is right on our doorstep. You don't have to go overseas or interstate for these things. These are the things. Is that one of the most enjoyable parts for you of the gig, to find out? Maybe there's some things you know about SA and Adelaide, but there are things that you discover and think, oh, I want to share this with everyone else.
We're always uncovering something, and it just never ceases to amaze me, how we can fill this magazine every single month with new and wonderful things that the state has to offer. It is really a dream.
That's a good point you raise, because if you've been around for 20 years, that's a lot of editions that you've covered.
Yes.
And yet you haven't run out of, we're done. We've reviewed every restaurant, we've reviewed every national park, we're out.
And I tell you, we're already working on our Christmas issue, so it's just...
That's always a big bumper one too.
Yeah, so those stories, it's just, they keep rolling and rolling and rolling.
Well, it's a credit to you because, times change, and as we know, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, the magazine game was immense, wasn't it? Like you would go to newsagents and airports, etc. There would be thousands to choose from.
Absolutely.
Internet has taken that away, but to your credit, you're hanging in, you're going strong.
I think it's just we're so fiercely local that it really is that touch point of what's going on here in Adelaide and South Australia, and I think people really relish in that.
Do they have kind of SA Life similar around the country, do you know, or are we very spoiled that we have our magazine here?
This feels quite unique. Yeah, it's quite unique to us, really. I mean, the state is small enough that it really resonates, but obviously so beautiful and vast that we can fill the pages.
Can I just give a quick free plug to Toops? So Bronte Emanuel comes in every week, does our real estate segment for us on a Wednesday. We have for years been talking about, because Toops always get your first sort of 3, 4, 5 pages, don't they, in the real estate section. Man, there are some houses in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Like if you go Victoria Ave, or you go Strangways in North Adelaide, or you go along the beach, you see these houses. And then all of a sudden you'll just see one kind of out of nowhere, where there's one here at St. George's, which is a castle, a 1990 iconic castle mansion with 21st century expansion.
It's pretty incredible. I was at the Toop Awards actually just a few weeks ago, and to see the sorts of figures that they're coming up with is quite amazing. They are selling some of the state's most beautiful homes.
I mean, you can never, probably for most of us, we'll never afford that. But you can dream.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
you think, if I won lotto, you know what, maybe I'd buy that castle.
Yeah, they sure are nice to look at. So,
and yet, humans being humans, we will look at $1 million mansion and then we'll go, not sure about the couch. We're very critical. We become sort of
absolutely.
Judges ourselves.
It's terrible. That happens very quickly at SA Life, I'm ashamed to say.
Really? Does it? Hey, money doesn't always buy everything. Sometimes taste is not one of those things. Well done. First and foremost, congratulations on the new gig. It's lovely to have you in here. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Again, yes, thank you.
I know. SA Life, the best of Adelaide and South Australia, the luxury issue is available. Now, look at Brooklyn on the live stream. She put them all together. Beautiful done, Brookie. It's the September issue, 2025. You can find it where? Everywhere. Supermarkets, newsagents. And when you have it, just hold on to it, because fair chance your family members or friends are going to pinch it. Good to see you, Zoe. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks
Zoe
for
Rice, editor of SA Life.
If you want to know what's going on at the Adelaide Football Club, listen in to the 5AA Sports Show. Each week, Rowie and Timmy G chat with the players and coaches in the know. Thanks to Sterling Homes. Whether your block's the size of the Adelaide Oval or the goal square, customise your build with Sterling Homes.
First
Thirsty Camel here, and I've got some unseriously good footy finals deals, like minus 196 10-pack range for $46.99 or $42.99 for Camel Card members, or Jamison Irish Whiskey 700ml for $55.99 or $52.99 for members. Sign up online or in-store. It's free and easy, just like me and my university days. Thirsty Camel, why so serious? Available at selected stores only. T's and C's apply. Offers end September 28. Drink responsibly. Even camels get thirsty.
Hey, it's Lauren here from Adelaide, and if you're like me and you love a good bargain from your local chemist, check out Star Discount Chemist. They're all about great value and helping your family stay healthy. Go in store or online for click and collect and delivery. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help?
Buying or selling in Adelaide? Think Slattery Auctions. Every week our car auctions are packed with quality vehicles ready to drive away. Plus our truck, trailer and machinery auctions deliver big results across transport, farming and construction. With 25 years experience, Slattery connects buyers and sellers nationwide with transparent auctions, expert valuations and trusted service. Find us at Boland Street, Kilkenny or online at slatteryauctions.com.au. Slattery Auctions Adelaide, the smarter way to buy and sell.
It feels like a grand final this weekend. The 2025 Host Plus Sample League Grand Final is this Sunday at Adelaide Oval. Catch all the action when Stir do battle with Glenelg from 2:30 to see who will be crowned premiers for 2025. Don't miss this festival of footy with activities covering every inch of Adelaide Oval, from kids zones to bespoke bars, plus a free after party in the McGarry Room. Tickets from Ticketek, kids entry is free. The Host Plus Sample League Grand Final. Nothing beats it.
Tired of sleeping on your old bed? Harvey Norman mattress floor stock clearance is on now. Discontinued and ex-display stock is priced to clear. Hot deals on big Australian-made brands, including Sealy Posturepedic, King Coil by A.H. Beard, and Sleepmaker. Plus bonus standard local delivery on selected in-store mattress purchases over $9.99. Upgrade to quality Australian-made with this huge offer. Floor stock mattresses priced to clear, plus bonus standard local delivery. Be quick, must end Sunday at Harvey Norman. Conditions and exclusions apply. Bonus delivery on in-store purchases only.
It's International Cheeseburger Day at Macca's. Or as we like to call it, Free Cheeseburger Day. Get a free cheeseburger today when you spend $1 on the My Macca's app. Hurry, ends midnight. Excludes with delivery. See an app for details.
At Holistic Care SA, we are focused on capacity building, not just care. We help people with disability gain the support, skills and confidence for independent living. Holistic Care SA helps our clients make sense of their NDIS plans, understand their options and connect with the right services, not just the available ones. For a friendly chat about supported independent living, visit holisticcaresa.com.au, because everyone deserves the chance to become who they're meant to be.
5AA Afternoons with Leith, Forrest.
Hey, Minister Fall will speak to Campo or Ned McHenry. Sport show coming up at 4 o'clock. We'll find out what's on the big show coming up. We have been discussing childhood advertisements. A poll was held nationally. The number one was the Happy Little Vegemites, which was no surprise, but there are plenty of commercials in there. What about from a South Australian point of view? What were the ads that you remember growing up as a child that have stayed with you? Evelyn is in Springfield. Hello, Evelyn.
Hello, Lee.
Hi. What's your commercial?
Mine is the Maltine, the Louis the Fly.
Oh,
I'm Louis the Fly, I'm Louis the Fly, straight from rubbish bin to you. I'm bad and mean and muddy, I'm clean, afraid of no one except the man with the can Maltine. Take that can Maltine.
Oh, beautifully done.
I sing it all the time. It's always on my head.
Isn't it funny that you can forget what you had for lunch or where you left your keys, but you can remember a commercial that's been running around your head for 50 plus years?
Exactly.
Well done.
I
Evelyn,
enjoy your program.
thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for singing for us too. That is excellent. Bowden Ford, says Graham, has a classic jingle. Traded in. I believe the lyrics were traded in. Your old dear highly inappropriate these days. Oh, all right, Graham, we'll have to try and find that one. Stacia likes the Maltine ad too, and Louis the Fly. Her brother could do it to perfection. Mike, not a big fan of Frank Walker.
Hello.
We love Frank. National Tiles. Jen, thank you. Jeff Winter. That's right. Jeff Winter was the man who used to do the Cunningham commercials. He was excellent. Bob Moran, says Maxine. That was the old Beach Boys tune. Bob, Bob, Bob. Dan says Tom the Cheaps used to be cinemas. Then they disappeared and went back to being cinemas. Also had them in Canberra. Do you remember the Bob Moran commercial, Warren?
I certainly do. She sold my thunder that last Texterville.
No,
yeah, it was done to the Beach Boys tune of Barbara Ann.
Yes.
It was just one of those catchy little things that worked out well. What I did want to comment while I've got you here is that does Mr. Sheen, was he Ross Higgins, which is Ted Bullpit?
Oh, good question. Don't know.
I know Ted Bullpit was Louis the Fly.
Yes.
As in the spray, and Snap, Crackle and Pop. He did all those.
Really?
I think, did he do also Mr. Sheen?
I don't know. I'm going to do some research, Warren. I'll have the answer for you tomorrow on that. Or Campo may know. Warren, thank you. Let me do it. Mr. Sheen, do you remember that?
I do. When I came in, then Bob Moran, that just came back into my head.
Who can? Bob Moran can. Which Bob?
I hope Bob asked the Beach Boys if he could use that. Because if he didn't, that would have been an expensive little exercise for him. But all those commercials are great, aren't they? You, as a young kid growing up in SA.
It just brings back memories, doesn't it? It winds you back to, when
do you know Zoe on the way out, Zoe Rice from SA Life said, I didn't get to sing my jingle for you. It was the SA Paint Supplies. Do you remember that commercial?
Which one was that one?
It was kind of like your Paramount Browns.
I don't remember that one. If you played it, I'd probably remember it.
Oh, there's so many great.
There is.
Bernard and Karen Brown Furnishes. Do you remember those? By the great big palm tree, Bob Jones. Anyway, there's so many of them. We'll do it. What's coming up on the big show, Campo?
Yes, well, we've got Tams and Manu who's going to talk about Gout tonight, and Tori Lewis that are in the 200 semi-finals. So.
Did you watch the vision of Tamsin and Bruce calling Jess Hull?
No.
Oh, Tamsin's, she's like nervous. Bruce stands and he's like a Tom Wren commentator.
Yeah.
He's up and he's about. Tamsin was sitting there all nervous for her because she almost got pipped for third at the end.
Yeah, she did. No, it was a great run in the end. So
Excellent.
We're hoping that they can get through tonight.
Yes.
So that'll be good. We got Big Rob coming in for a bit of a wrap-up.
Nice.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting listening because Rob and Ned are very close. So we'll hopefully have a little bit of banter around there. And we got Mark Frosty Winterbottom.
Frosty.
Yeah, so he's released an autobiography, so we'll interview him. And a little bit on the AFLW for the Crows. We've got Eloise Jones on.
Beautiful.
So,
big show. At what part of the Rob chat do you mention the ball drop?
Well,
start, middle, or end? Do you start?
Just depends. Well, it depends who you start. If I reckon Ned might go straight for the jugular.
You've got
because he's got the audio. So.
Oh yeah, poor old Rob.
Awkward.
Everyone's had those moments. Campo, thank you.
No worries.
We'll be listening.
Thank you.
Must listen sports show. Scott Camporelli and Ned McHenry next.
She's inspired millions